There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Okay. Okemah 5. Wetumka has not batted yet. Okay. All right. So let's do a quick recap. We had a few gremlins again. Those old gremlins are getting us. So we are at the Bravado Wireless Lady Ironhead Fast Pitch Softball Tournament. We are on day 3 of this. This is the consolation. This will be the 3rd place game here. We have the Okemah Lady Panthers versus the Wetumka Lady Chieftains. Okemah is your visiting team on the scoreboard, and they've scored 5 runs on top of the 1st inning. One of them was a home run by Cameron Duncan, took it over the left field wall. So now we pick it up as the Wetumka Lady Chieftains come up, and it's Brianna Jagers, catcher, leads off, number 11. And just a note for the trailer, it would be better if third base camera was on the pitcher. That way they can get to throw to first, and the first base camera was on the batter. So count 1-1 right now on Jagers, the catcher for the Wetumka Lady Chieftains. So the Chieftains really need to put some runs on the board here, down 5-0, and had a couple of fielding errors that led to that. Pitch high and outside. Next up, the winner of this game will face Henrietta. Pitch low inside, so that brings it to 3 balls, 1 strike. Winner of this game will face Henrietta for the championship, and then if they win that one, we'll force an if game. Right down the pipe, so full count now on Jagers. Jagers puts into play. Shortstop's going to come up with it and got her at first. So Jagers unable to get on base. That'll bring up Hannah Goodson, third baseman for the Lady Chieftains. We're in the bottom of the 1st inning, so game just underway. Straight down the pipe, starting off with a strike. Goodson facing an 0-1 count. Pitch high, swung at it though, so Goodson has herself in a hole. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Goodson goes down swinging, so be the first strikeout of the day for Chastity Williams. Now up to bat is Samantha Huckleberry, center fielder for the Wetumka Lady Chieftains. Pitch right down the pipe. Huckleberry plays center field for Wetumka. Pitch high outside. Count 1-1. Low got her swinging, though, and that brings the count 1-2. She shakes her head. She knew she shouldn't have chased that one. A little off-speed pitch dropped on her. Pitch way high outside, got away from Williams. Williams patted herself on the chest as she got away from her. So now 2-2 count. Pitch high outside, and 3-2 now the count. So Huckleberry has to guard the plate, and Williams has to put something close to being hittable. Pitch inside, and going to give her the base, so Huckleberry will walk. That'll bring up Aaron Bucktrot. Bucktrot, your shortstop. Bucktrot slaps it into right field, bounces off the right fielder's knee, and that'll bring the runners around and holds at third. So Bucktrot gets a single, but advances the runner Huckleberry all the way to third base. That'll bring up Uriah McPerryman, number 15, your first baseman for Wetumka. First pitch, pops it up, catcher's got to play on it, and bounces off the fence right in front of us. So Uriah fouls off the very first pitch. Digs her out of spot, calls time, backs back out. Count is 0-1. Pitch inside, that'll bring it up to 1-1. And base will be stolen by Bucktrot, so Bucktrot advances to second and gets out of the forced opportunity there. Yeah, counts 1-1. Umpire got clicked on the wrong clicker. Count 1-1 on Uriah McPerryman, your first baseman for Wetumka. Slaps one right over shortstop's head, and that will score 1 and 2 as both runners come standing up. So McPerryman, with a shot over shortstop, will score 2. And that brings up number 9, Laney Yahola. Yahola is a second baseman for the Chieftains. Pitch inside. McPerryman is on first, so she 2-run single on that last hit. Pitch inside and got the edge of it, so they're going to call it a strike. So that brings the count 1-1. Right down the middle is going to pop one down. First pitcher can't get to it, and McPerryman gets a steal on third base as the pitcher Williams was trying to gather the ball. So Yahola pops one up. Pitcher can't get to it and unable to throw anybody out. So with 2 outs, the Wetumka Lady Chieftains have rallied with 2 runs, and that brings up the pitcher. I'm going to try not to butcher her name, number 19. Yahola? Pitch high outside. Yahola's going to steal second, and a bad throw, and that will score Perryman. So an error there on the stolen base by Laney Yahola. Pitch right down the pipe. That will even it up at 1-1. Pitch high outside, and that will make it 2 balls, 1 strike. High outside, 3-1. So Yahola will look to see if the pitch is somewhat close. And pitch was high, umpire says. So that will walk Yahola. Now we have runners on first and second, asking for a courtesy runner for the pitcher. And that will bring in number 3. I don't have her on my book here. Number 3 will be your courtesy runner. And up to bat is Abby Brooks. Brooks, your right fielder for Wetumka. And hit by pitch, so Brooks will take her base. And that will bring up Shelby George, your left fielder. Left fielder, 2 outs, and Shelby George, number 10, coming to the plate with bases loaded. So George can do a lot of damage here if she puts the ball in play. Pitch, going to call it inside. So pitch, the umpire calls it inside. That brings up 1 ball and no strikes. Second pitch inside, so 2-0 now the count. That pitch was called low. So 3-0 now the count, and George more than likely will just set and look for a pitch. Pitch is high and will walk George, and that will walk in Yahola. So now we have a 5-4 ball game. And now we're back to the top of the line at Brianna Jagers comes up. Last time up, she had a shot to shortstop and was thrown out at first. Mind you, all these 4 runs have come on 2 outs. Straight down the pipe, so Georgia's going to take that strike. Oh, excuse me, Jagers. Bases loaded for Jagers, and if she puts the ball in play, she could easily tie it up or take the lead for Wetumka. Shot over shortstop, and that will score 1 and possibly 2. No, they call her back. So that scores number 3 there. And now we have a brand new ball game. Brand new ball game at 5-all, and Hannah Goodson comes back up. She struck out last time. Pitch called strike. 0-1 the count. Score is 5-5. Fouls it off, out of play. So 0-2 now the count for Hannah Goodson, third baseman for the Lady Chieftains. Williams is your pitcher for Okemah. Slaps it into play, and center fielder grabs it. So Goodson unable to cash in with the Ducks on the pond. So brand new ball game, tied up 5 all. You might need to mute my mic when they start playing songs so we don't get kicked off.
Summer is in motion, and you don't want to miss a moment of it. With Bravado Wireless, get unlimited talk, text, and data at a price you can feel great about. This summer, go bold. Go outside, go barefoot. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection. For the Okemah Lady Panthers. Gracie Smith listed as a left fielder and a flex player. Nope. Thank you very much. Natia Wilson up to bat. It's a good thing I have some studious parents here keeping me in line. Wilson fouls it back out of play. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Wilson. Wilson, I believe your catcher. Wilson almost got it down the line on third base, but it travels foul. Wilson, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slaps one down right past second base. Wilson's going to round first and will stay on first. So a single by Wilson. Last time up she walked or was hit by pitch. That'll bring up Cameron Duncan. Last time up, Duncan sent one over the left field wall. Right almost onto the Bravado Wireless sign underneath the scoreboard. Duncan looks the bunt, pulls it back, and will be called a strike. Slaps one deep. Center fielder tries to track it. She does. Trying to throw out Williams at first, and Williams gets back. So Duncan again goes for the fences, and this one comes up short. That'll bring up Sophie Turner. Turner, your shortstop. Last time she had a shot to center field.
Ball inside, so the count be 2-0. 2 balls, 0 strikes. As Turner got on base last time and scored last time she got on base. Ball 3, 3 balls, no strikes to count. Strike that time by pitcher number 19, Yahola. Caught the corner, so now we have a 3-2 count on Turner. Turner puts it, plays shortstop, double play opportunity, and will not get the double play, but got the out at second. So that'll bring up Worley. Last time Worley scored Turner on a shot to right field. Worley is your first baseman for the Lady Panthers. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Turner trying to steal, and she gets it as the ball was knocked out of the shortstop's glove. So Turner still second. That takes her out of a force opportunity. Right down the pipe, got Worley looking. Worley puts it into play, shortstop has it, and they'll hold Turner at second. No play on Worley at first, so Worley will make it to first base. This brings up Jaden Duke, who flew out to center field last time. Duke with a high fly ball to right fielder. Right fielder drops it, and that will score Turner. So an error on the right fielder will score Turner. Then I'll bring up your pitcher, Chastity Williams, who ground out to first base last time. Two-one now the count on Chastity Williams. Williams checks her wristband to see what the coach called. Tried to go right field, fouled off, hit the fence, out of play. Puts it into play, shortstop, and will be thrown out at first. First baseman snow-coned it. So that will end the top of the second inning with the Okemah Lady Panthers up 6-5 now. They scored 1 run in the second. 5 runs in the first inning. I was muting myself here. Nice shot right down third baseline, and it's in play. That was by number 5, Samantha Huckleberry. Huckleberry's going to round second, and she will get a double out of that one. Wow, Huckleberry not wasting any time. Slapped that one right down third baseline. Fantastic shot by the young lady playing center field for the Lady Chieftains. I guess they might be called the Maidens. That'll bring up Bucktrot, who last time got on base with a little pop-up to right field. So that puts Huckleberry at second base with that double. Huckleberry or Bucktrot pops one up, shortstop calls it and gets it. So Bucktrot will fly out to shortstop. Brings up Uriah McPerryman, your first baseman for Wetumka. Last time she got on base with a line drive right past shortstop. Pitch high outside. 1-0 the count. Same place she hit it last time, and that's going to score. Or Huckleberry is going to home plate, and she will score. And McPerryman gets a double out of it. So McPerryman is the leading RBI getter for the for Wetumka. Scores 6-6. Laney Yohola, your second baseman for Wetumka, up to bat. Pops one back out of play. So 0-1 the count, 1 out. Yohola last time had one back to the pitcher and got on. This one long fly ball center field, and it's caught. So 2 down in the bottom of the second inning. And Yohola. Pitch down the pipe. So Yohola last time took a base on balls. Nearly hit our cameraman over on first baseline. Nice reflexes by John over there. So that'll be 0-2 the count. Pitch is low, so 1-2 the count now. Fouled off, out of play, bounces off the net. So Yohola is battling up there. Runner on second base. Second baseman on second base is McPerryman. Pitch is low, so bring the count 2-2. Count still 2-2 as Yohola continues to battle up there. Pitch inside, so brings it full count. So Yahola has to guard the plate, and Williams has to get something hittable to get Yahola chasing it. Slaps it back to Williams. Williams' pitcher's going to throw her out at first, and that will end bottom of the second as the Wetumka ties it up 6-all. All right, back to the action here, and we had Duke that ground out. So one quick out. That'll bring up your, well, I said that was Duke. Excuse me, that was, where are we? That was Martin, excuse me. Now we're, Morris is up to bat. So one out, top of the third here. Score is tied 6-6. Okemah is up to bat. And up to bat is number 9, Madison Morris. Certainly going to get a tan on these white legs today. Morris shows bunt, pulls back, so now she has a full count on her, 3-2. Pitch low will give her a base on ball, so Morris will walk. Brings up Brianna Shepard. Shepard, second baseman for Okemah. And Shepard bunts, third baseman, and has her at second. And that advances Morris. Back to the top of the order, and that's number 4, Natoya Wilson. Wilson, your catcher for the Lady Panthers. Pitch inside, nearly hits her in the leg. Morris stays at second. Pitch way up above her head. I think the pitch got away from her a little bit. So remember, the winner of this game will go to the championship game and face Henrietta. Loser of this game gets the third place and will go home. Ball outside will Walker. So that's why I'm the talent and not the technical guy, because I didn't plug the TV in correctly. So that's why we haven't had any feed over here. So that's why they don't let me touch the tools. Pitch high outside, ball one, and that's up to bat is Duncan. Duncan has gone 1 for 1 from the plate. 2 RBIs. Her first time up, she took one over the left field fence, and if you'll, okay, this is a little odd to me. If you'll look at Duncan's gloves, it almost looks like she's wearing like leather hay hauling gloves. She's blue collar, look at that. Slaps one in the left field. We've got a runner coming home and play at the plate. She's safe because the catcher drops the ball. But a nice play at the plate. So Duncan adds to her RBIs to number 3. And that will give Okemah the lead once again, 7-6 now. That brings up Sophie Turner. Morris is who scored. And we have Wilson and Duncan on second and third, or third and second respectively. Up to bat is number 2, Sophie Turner. Turner's gone 2 for 2, excuse me. 2 for 2, and I believe 2 runs scored. So Turner's been very valuable getting on base. Pitch low inside. Right down the pipe this time. So 2-1 the count now for Okemah. Slaps one, second baseman is going to pluck it out of the air. And that will end the top of the third as Okemah added another run there.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Brooks last time up took a base on balls. Oh, there we go. Now I can hear myself. Brooks took a base on balls last time up. Score is 7-6. Okemah is up on Wetumka. We are in the bottom of the third. 1-1 the count now on Brooks. Said the pitch was inside. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count. High fly ball, second baseman calls it and gets her as Brooks will fly out to second base. Brings up Shelby George. Last time up, Shelby George had bases loaded and walked in a run. Pitch right down the pipe. George looks it through. Second pitch, strike also, so George is behind 0-2 in the count. Pitch outside, 1-2 the count now on George. And dribbles one foul down third baseline. Pitch low, evens up the count 2-2 on George. Slaps one right between third and short, so George will get on with a single. That'll bring up back to the top of the order, number 11, your catcher, Brianna Jaggers. Jaggers has gone 1 for 1 with the run batted in. Jaggers fouls one off back over the first base dugout. Count 1-1. Drive one back to the pitcher. Pitcher can't get it. Second baseman gets it. Double play opportunity, but not able to turn it. But that will get George out at second. And that brings up Hannah Goodson. Right down the middle. Goodson struck out once and flew out to center field the other time. Goodson pops it up. Catcher calls for it and can't track it down. So Goodson stays alive up there. Yeah. So a strikeout for the second time on Goodson, and that will retire the bottom of the third. Goodson's not very happy walking back to the dugout. Should be over here on this side. You not need the microphones? Yeah. Up to bat right now is number 21. That's your first baseman for Okemah. That's Worley. Worley has got on base both times she's been up. She's 2 for 2 from the plate. Unofficial stats because I don't keep the errors down. Slap down third baseline. Nearly knocks out our cameraman on third base. Nice footwork there, Clayton. Clayton resembled a little bit of a Irish river dancer over there. Some nice river dance footwork, right? Right. So 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Worley. Ball high, and I thought Worley was going to chase that one up there. Oh, and Worley gets hit by pitch. So Worley will take a base on balls that time. That'll bring up Duke. And that brings up Duke to the plate. Duke is going to show bunt, pulls back. Ball was outside, so it'll be a 1-0 count. Pop up, catcher gets it. Nice diving grab by the Wetumka catcher, and that's number 11, Jaggers. Wow, I hope we got that on camera because that was amazing. So that'll bring up number 15, Williams.
Hey. Oh, is that me?
Oh my God! Whoa. I got all kinds of interference. Whoa. Okay, there we go. All right, sorry about that. That blew my ears out. We were setting up another microphone. Chastity Williams. Now you can hear the sounds of the ball game. The ball's popping in the leather gloves. And 7-6 your score. Visitor Okemah is leading, and Williams gets walked. Runners on first and second, one out, and that brings up number 7, Adrian Martin. Pinch runner coming in. Macy Losh will be your pinch runner for your Okemah pitcher. So Losh is now on first base. Martin showing bunt. Pitch is low. 1-0 the count. Shows bunt again. Pitch is low once again. This time called strike. Hit the shortstop, shortstop froze. Well, I take that back. Shortstop didn't freeze. First baseman came up, and there was no one covering first, and so that will bring bases loaded. And that brings Morris up. Morris is 1 for 1, had a base on balls last time up. So 1 for 1 plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. She puts the ball in play. She can do some major damage here. One to count on Morris. Called strike, so 1-2 the count. Pitch outside. It almost looked like a carbon copy of the first pitch. Umpire said it was out. Count 2-2. Pitch inside. And Gunna Cinder said it hit her in the leg, so that is her second base on balls of the day, and that will score and bring the should bring it 7. Am I wrong here? Eight to 6. All right, 8-6. So 8-6 in favor of Okemah. 2-1 to count on Shepard. Shepard is over 2 from the plate today. Hit by pitch in the thigh, and she'll walk. Bring home another run. And that brings the score to 9-6. And a visit to the mound by the catcher. One out, and we are in the top of the 4th inning. Found a strike zone that time. 0-1 count on Wilson. Back to the top of the order for Okemah. Pitch outside. Wow, what a shot right down third baseline. It's going to go to the fence. That'll score 1, 2 coming in, possibly 3. No, holds up at third. So a shot by Wilson right down third baseline, like it came out of a cannon. And that'll bring it to 11-6 ball game in favor of Okemah. That'll bring up Cameron Duncan. Duncan already has a home run today. Has gone 2 for 3 from the plate. Shot right over second base, drops in nicely, will score 1 and potentially 2. No, got her at the plate. So got Shepard at the plate. Now bring up Turner to the plate. Now 2 outs, and we have a runner on second. That's Duncan. Got her chasing. 1 ball, 2 strike now on Turner. Turner's gone 2 for 3 from the plate also. Puts in play back to the pitcher, and Yahola snags it. So that will end the inning and stop the bleeding there, as the Okemah Lady Panthers score 5 in that inning. And they're up 12-6. As we go to the bottom of the 4th.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Slaps one up, second baseman calls it, and is out. So first pitch, and Huckleberry has to have a seat. Score 12-6 in favor of Okemah. We have a new pitcher for Okemah. That is McPerryman, excuse me. Uriah McPerryman has moved from first to the pitcher's mound. Slaps is second baseman, and Aaron Bucktrot will fly out to second base. So 2 up, 2 down, and now up to bat is McPerryman. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong roster there, wasn't I? You guys are supposed to catch that on me. Oh, off the pitcher's shin. McPerryman, what a shot back to the pitcher. So McPerryman gets on base. And I was wrong on the Okemah pitcher. That's Williams is still the pitcher. I was looking at the wrong sheet. It's been a long 2 days, folks. We covered the Keys Shakota football game last night. Packed up and got back on the road for home about midnight, and made for a quick turnaround getting out here to set up. Fly ball right field, and it's going to be caught, so that will end the side as Yahola flies out to right field. Wetumka. And that's number 2, Aaron Bucktrot, new catcher also, and that's Perryman, I believe, catching. Perryman. Up to bat is 21, Wordley, who has gone 2 for 2 in a base on balls. Okemah in the white jersey with gray pants, and Wetumka in the red and white. Worley slapped it right down the gap, or right, yeah, you can't hit it any better than that, right down to second base. So Worley has gone now 3 for 3 on the day. That brings up Duke. Duke has gone 1 for 4. So Duke has struggled just a little bit from the plate today. Fouls it off over by first base dugout. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Okemah Panthers are ahead 12-6. The Bravado Wireless Lady Ironhead, Eufaula Lady Ironhead fast pitch tournament here at Chris Goff Field, home of the Lady Ironheads. If you don't know what an Ironhead is, it's like a Trojan. Ground ball to shortstop, out at second, couldn't make the double play. So 1 down, top of the 5th, and Duke is on base. Out to bat is Chastity Williams, who has gone 0 for 2 and a base on balls last time up. Looks to bunt, and does, drops it right in front of the pitcher. Can't get her out at first, ball's overthrown. And a run will score, so Duncan excuse me, was it Duke that scored? Doggone, I'm all messed up here. Score now 13-6. Up to bat now is number 7, Martin. Three and 0 the count. Three 1 now the count. Full count now on Martin. Martin has gone 2 for 3 from the plate, knocked in a couple of runs. She's showing bunt. Pitch high outside, and then she will walk. Up is Madison Morris. Morris has gone 3 for 3. You can hear the coach, Mike Cox, calling out plays. And trying to throw out the runner at second, and shortstop cut it to try to keep the runner from scoring at home and was unable to pull it in. So a run scores, and that brings it to 14-6. We're at the top of the 5th inning. Pitch is low, so 2-1 now the count on Morris. Pitch inside, brings it to 3-1. Called fourth ball as Morris was threatening to bunt. Sid Morris went 4 for 4, excuse me. She's 1 for 1 with 3 walks. Brings up Brianna Shepard. Shepard is 0 for 2 and a walk the last time up. 1 out, top of the 5th here, scores 14-6, and Shepard bunts right in front of the catcher. Does not get her at first. So Shepard has loaded the bases. Brings up top of the order Natalia Wilson. Wilson has gone 2 for 2 and a base on balls. First pitch low, so 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch high, 2-0 the count. Bases are loaded, 1 out, scores 14-6 in favor of Okemah. And Okemah looking to do some damage here and hopefully end this game before it gets into the 7th. Pitch inside. Tries to put it in play, fouls it back off out of play. Brings the count 3-1. Ball in the dirt, so that'll be ball 4. That will bring home a run. Will come home. She'll score 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. Will score 2 runs. So a Duncan with a bloop double into shallow right field. She'll run to second and score 2. And that brings up number 2, Michaela Worley. Excuse me, not Michaela Worley. Number 2, Turner. Sophie Turner. We've got an equipment malfunction here.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Score is 17-6. Slapped it down, first baseline, be foul ball. So 17-6, the score. The Okemah Panthers are ahead. Top of the 5th inning. Shot down third base, going to try to throw her out at first, and does not do it. Ball's in the dirt. They're going to score 1-2. So Okemah has opened up the floodgates. It's now 19-6, which once was a tied ball game at 5-5, then 6-6, and then Okemah has had the lead 7-6 and has virtually opened up the proverbial can on Wetumka. And that should have ended the top of the 5th, but a drop ball in left field. And I think Wetumka is starting to show some signs of running out of gas here. Up to bat now for the Panthers is number 1, Duke. Pitches inside, calls it a strike. Score is 19-6. Pitch right in, right down the pipe. So 0-2 the count on Duke. Pitch high outside. Pitch low. Two now the count. Pitch is high. Full count now, so pitcher was once ahead and she's now behind. Fly up, shortstop calls it and tracks it down, so that'll be the second out of the top of the 5th inning. Up to bat is Williams. Pitch is high. There, she found strike zone that time. 2 balls, 1 strike. Got her chasing on that one, so that'll even it up 2-2. Ball high. Full count. And that'll be ball 4 as the pitch was in the dirt. So that will load the bases as Martin pitch runner for the pitcher, and that's number 11, Losh. Martin puts it into play, second baseman, and will be thrown out, and that will in the top of the 5th as the Lady Panthers lead 19-6 going into the bottom of the 5th. So unless the Chieftains, Lady Chieftains, can put some runs in, this will be it. All right, up to bat number 3 is I don't have number 3 on here. But unless the Lady Chieftains have a fantastic inning, this is probably in the books. Okemah will move on to play Henrietta next in the championship. Hit by a pitch. Now up is Abby Brooks, the right fielder for Wetumka. Brooks has gone 0 for 1 from the plate and a walk. Ball low, 1-0 the count. Straight down the pipe, so 1-1. Pitcher Williams evens up the count. Ball high. 2-2, or excuse me, 2-1 to count. foul ball, so that will even the count back up 2-2. Punches it to second base, double play opportunity, but no, we'll get her at, no, did not get her at first, so Wetumka stays alive. Runners on first and second. Coming up to bat is Shelby George. George has had a base on ball and then got on base with a shot to third, but was later thrown out. Now Okemah coach Mike Cox is going to talk to his team. And this may be a pep talk, just slow down. Sometimes slower is fast, and slow down, make your good throws and good catches. Keep the ball in front of you. George up to bat. Pitch is high. Umpire says bring it up. Count 3 balls, 0 strikes. Williams seems to be struggling in the pitcher's mound right now, or pitcher's circle. So that's ball 4. That will walk George, her second walk-in of the game. This will bring up Brienne Jaggers, who was your catcher originally, moved to pitcher. Jaggers has gone 2 for 3 from the plate. First pitch is strike. Jaggers looks it in. Puts it into play. Shortstop makes a play, throws out at third. Runner will score. So that'll bring the score to 19-7. One out now, and that brings up Hannah Goodson, who has struck out twice and not had a very good day at the plate today. First pitch, strike right down the pipe.